Welcome down to Funland Halloween Island. Now this is actually more of a, what do we call it? This is more of a preview behind the scenes, because those that know, I work here as a scare actor during the Halloween event. So I'm not actually able to go through the mazes once they're open, but it is fascinating seeing people's reactions, obviously, as they come jumping out. And this is one of the ones that has changed for this year. This was Destination Z, it's still Destination Z. However, it has now been fully taken over and is a walkthrough. Obviously, none of these lights will be on. We've got house lights on at the moment, so you can see exactly what's going on in here, but none of this will be here, and this will be full of actors. So this is probably a lot more of a friendly video, in honesty. I'm sure you will see ones of it in full action, and we'll try and take some down in the Theatre of Screams, where I usually am as well. But yeah, this is a behind the scenes look at what you're laid into. So this bit here where we are now, the train came round here a couple of years ago, but it hasn't come down here. This has been unused space for years, and as you can see, it's now all walking single boards, a lot tighter. There's a lot more going on, and you'll enter other bits. So again, these lights won't be on. You will just see these things come out of nowhere. None of these lights will be on. This is very dark in here with strobe lights and smoke, and it will be full of actors. So of course, the thing is as well, there is another date. Halloween itself, the 31st of October, is when the next date is for this. And what was the final scene is now a morgue. And again, you can see things are laid out ready for when it all kicks off and starts. So the only light they'll be on here, just in case you're wondering, is that blue light there. Nothing else will be on. But that's not the end of the maze. You'll come down here, and there will be more going on down here as you come out. And this is where the station was. There's no station anymore. And exit the building. So yeah, reverse route as well. You used to enter here and exit down the bottom. You now enter down the bottom and exit here. But this is Destination Z for 2025. The Witch's Coven. To be fair, I haven't seen this since it originally went up, but this is your more family friendly for the kids to come in and see and do trick-or-treating. This is where you do your trick-or-treating in here. It's got some lovely models. These will obviously all be on. You'll have a witch to greet you here as well as you do trick-or-treat through this little walkthrough. Brilliant. I mean, just look at the theme in here. It's absolutely brilliant. This is a little pop-up place, and this is where you will go trick-or-treating. The clowns are going to be out in force here tonight, and you can see it come to life. So it is sort of walking through with no actors. Look at this. This is something else. Now this is, clowns aren't everyone's cup of tea. I appreciate clowns aren't everyone's cup of tea. I really, really do. But I don't know whether dolls are either. Look at these. Now, of course, there will be actors in here as well. So it's a bit lighter in here. It's a bit more, I wouldn't call it family. The problem is, I said last time, it's hard to tell whether it's family friendly, because if you don't like clowns, you're not going to like it in here. It's as simple as that. You're just not going to like it. But yeah, it's all about the clowns. Now, what was going to be special inside the clown maze is actually now coming inside the Theatre of Screams. The Theatre of Screams has had all the upgrades for this year, in fairness. You wait until you see this. As we walk in, you probably will have seen, it's just creepy, the fact you're sitting on benches, and then you walk in and you've got the beautiful pictures on the wall, and then you have the screen that comes through, and just some of the little touches It's really a bit of unknown as to what you'll go into when you head into the maze itself. It is inherently dark in here, we're just saying. So actors aside, obviously, there's no actors in here at the moment. You get to see what's going on as we walk around. And we've said it before, all these walls, it's hard to tell on the camera, they're all hand painted. I've seen her paint them, it's just incredible. Quite honestly, it's absolutely incredible. Now you'll recognise some of the scenes, but what is that? I mean, that is terrifying to walk towards. No, that's just, you know, I like horror.
Yeah.
But honestly, that is a flat no for me. Now, we did tease this in our videos, and of course this as well is hand painted. Hand painted. Just staggering. And you'll walk into the pub and you might recognise what it is as you then go outside. Obviously it's daylight at the moment, it will be dark later. And of course, there is Werewolf 1. What you might find in here could be interesting. You'll have to wait and see, to be honest, as we then come through. Now, this is Alien vs Predator as we walk through. And then I know this bit very well. This is Jeepers Creepers. And this is a very dark, but I mean, look at the set. I know it's hard to tell, but look at the sets. We've been to some scare mazes recently. I'm not going to say which ones we've been to that might have been a bit suspect, but the sets here, as I'm walking through the bus at the moment, are far, far better. They really are. And then as you get around the corner, we did tease in our video as well, that this has also changed. So this used to be open, you used to come across the ghouls at the end, but not anymore. You will now come through here and have a final scene. Terrifier. And it's going to be bloody. It's going to be really bloody. There we have it. Funland Halloween is about to set out, with the Theatre of Screams having a lot of upgrades for this year. It's sold out tonight, 31st of October, or on the gate is where you want to see it.